I want you to notice something about this world. Take a careful observation, and you're going to see that there's little events that happen in your life. Like you can order an Amazon package somewhere, and the person you're living with just, maybe you forgot to tell them that you had a package coming, and, you know, maybe they let you use their Amazon account for now because you're still getting yours together. Whatever it is, just you go to look in your Amazon packages go on, and that person texts you and be like, oh, you should have told me you had a package coming, somebody took it. And you're like, what the fuck? Who took it? You go, you try to find it, and then you look at the profile, and the person didn't even take a picture of the address. They took a picture of the floor. Now your package is gone. You're like, what the fuck? You look around, and everybody around the apartment or the neighborhood, wherever you live at, everybody's acting like they didn't see it. You know, it's such bullshit, man. Like this world always has little things to come and attack you. Whenever you have something good going on in your life, let's say one day you're able to come off work, work wasn't that bad that day, you know, you managed to get through, you just got paid, you're feeling in a good mood, you go to your favorite Mexican restaurant, you get a wet burrito, you get some nachos, whatever, you're feeling good. Then the next thing you know, something happens where let's say you're feeling good or whatever, like you're feeling real good, and you go on DoorDash, and like let's say you got your last couple of $100, and you accidentally press to join the DoorDash thing, and you join the $100 one, and then they instantly take $100 out your account, and you're like, no, 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 what are you doing? Why'd you take $100 instantly? Then you try to call the support, and the support gives you to run around. So like all these things happen to break you down. Have you ever noticed that about this life? It's like whenever something good happens, whenever something good comes into your life, there's always something that's bad that happens that balances it out. That's proof of the demiurge to me. That's proof that something's watching you, and it looks at what makes you happy. It looks at what makes you confident. It looks at what brings you peace. And then it purposely does things to piss you off. It does it on purpose. It's not an accident. It does things on purpose to piss you off, to anger you, to make you mad, to put certain people in your life. And these people are just reckless. They talk crap about you. They don't like you. You got to feel their negative fucking energy. It's nothing worse than living around people who don't like you and don't want nothing to do with you. There's nothing worse than going to a job every day that you don't fucking feel like going to. Then they're going to call you lazy and try to talk shit. Like, who are these people talking this crap? Because I know a million people on a million different channels that agree with me that working the 9 to 5 is not the way. Yeah, motherfuckers act like I'm the one that invented that. Can't, right? So just notice this about life, young men. Whenever something good happens in your life, something bad is going to follow. There's no having a positive mindset. Oh, I'm going to have a positive mindset. It doesn't matter what mindset you have. You don't have no power in this world. What power do you have? Besides the power to find the next dollar. Besides the power to find the next money so you can pay bills. Right? That's the only power you have in this world. There's no fucking power for none of us. None of us have any power. None of us. So it makes no sense for people at the bottom to be trying to attack each other. But it makes perfect sense for the elites. I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired of having a life that's rigged. I'm tired of going through pain, going through a heartburn. My ankle hurts, my knee hurts, like all these pains and emotions. And then dealing with other, like, it's just something. What I notice is when, like, this is how I was in NEAT. A lot of us were in NEAT. So because we noticed that when people get involved, problems get involved, problems get created, problems don't get solved. Whenever there's people in your life that are negative or just people regular, there's always these secret judgments and these systems of hierarchy and these systems of just bullcrap, man. This is a terrible world we live in. And it's like little things happen in your life. They do it like it's on purpose. It's not an accident. These things happen in your life on purpose. It's not an accident. When somebody takes your package broad daylight, I'm just saying an example. These are just examples. When somebody takes your package from Amazon in bright daylight, and then the person is like, oh, well, you should have told me that the package was coming. It's like, really? And they act so nonchalant about it. And it's just like, wow, meanwhile, somebody's got a free package from you, and it's like, fuck. you know. And now you don't have the items that you bought that you paid for, but you don't got no fucking money like that, and due to people being kind and being generous, somebody may cash out you some money or give you some little bread here and there, but um, which is good, and it's amazing. But it's like whenever something good happens, there's always something bad that balances it out. Look at your life. Have you ever had something good happen to you, then something bad happens right after to counterbalance it, to make sure you're not too happy? Because have you ever been in a state of pure jubilance? It's been a while since I've been in a state of pure jubilance because there's always something that fucks it up. Like I remember, was it 2020, 2021, when I first got my Xbox? For like a good 13 years, I wasn't really in gaming for a bit, like a good decade almost. I didn't, what wasn't in gaming. I didn't have an Xbox or nothing for a while. Since like, I'll say like 2013 or something like that. It was the last 2014, 2015 was like the last time I was like really gaming heavily. And then all the way from like 2016 to about 2000, 2021, something like that, I wasn't really gaming. And when I finally got my gaming system back, I finally saved a little something to get an Xbox, um, Series X at the time, and I get it. It's one of the most happiest days of my day. I'm finally back on that. Let me talk to my Xbox Live friends. We're chatting. We're having a good time. We're catching up. Hey, bro, where you been at, bro? We missed you, man. Hey, what's the name? Took your spot after you left the clan, bro. Blah, 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 man. Da, 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 and just having conversations and, oh, man, that clan, oh, man, we disabled that clan. Da, 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 yeah. I'm just like, it's cool, and so then all of a sudden, I'm playing my Xbox and then boom, it just turns off. Like, why did this Xbox turn off? I was just so happy. Then come to find out, the damn thing just turns off when it wants, right? Like I have an Xbox, like, and it's crazy. It's like the third Xbox I have to send back in, you know, right? So the first Xbox I got, the disk drive didn't work, and the power would turn off. Then the second one I got, the disk drive messed up, and then this third one I got now, the power turns off, but the disk drive works. And I was about to send it in for the fourth time, but at the time my grandma and them were moving, so I didn't really have any time to pack it up and try to send it to the mail and all that. So I just kept it, and I have the Xbox now, which pretty much I can play, and it turns off. So days where I really need the game and escape, I could be in a bad mood, a terrible mood, and then Demiurge is watching me, and then I'm right in the middle of a game, or right in the middle of saving, or right in the middle of getting an achievement or something like that. My Xbox just boom, it just turns off, you know, right? It just turns off, boom, it just turn off. I'm like, what the fuck? And it just ruins my whole mood. And I'm like, okay, that was done on purpose. I had 3 different Xboxes and each of them had a problem with it. What are the odds of that? And that never happened to me in the 360. I think in the 360, I think I got the red ring of death once. If that, I don't even remember, right? But off memory, like my Xbox 360 served me well and better than my Xbox Series X. That just shows you how this life is getting worse. The video games are garbage. The movies are garbage. Everything is garbage. And you got to think, what are the odds of you being around people that will steal your packages? What are the odds of you being around people that just hate your guts, or you can't even use the bathroom in the daytime, or you can't even do this, or you can't even do that, or you can't even go here, or you can't even, like, what are the odds that you have to live like some type of like Smeagol from Lord of the Rings as a grown man, and people are telling you get a job, and you get a job, and you're not rich still? How many of these mother effers have jobs and they're never touched $1 million? Never. But you have the potential, the capacity, the mental veracity, and the cognitive functionality, and the ability, and the viability, and the agility to actually make $1 million, but the fucking world's against you. Like literally, you have a God who's against you, right? And this is the same God, who when man built the Tower of Babel, he was like, oh, if men can do this, there's nothing they can't do. That's not a misquote. I know my Bible scriptures. Some idiot tried to leave a comment. Oh man, if you're gonna quote scriptures, quote it right, motherfucker. Who you talking to? I quote scriptures right all the time. You dumbass. You want if you want to believe in that stupid ass, Yaldabaoth book, go ahead. But that God that you worship and kiss his ass wouldn't give a fuck about you. Go to Skinwalker Ranch. Have somebody, have a bullet come and hit you in the chest and pray to God and see if the bullet will magically come out of you and the wound will instantly heal. Is it in that God's power to do that? Yet he doesn't do it. So what does that tell you about this God? And what I said about the Tower of Babel is true. You can Google everything I say. That's what gets me about people. Everything I say, you can Google it. You know, this is how stupid some people are. You know, I quote the Bible. I know my Bible. How you gonna come tell me about the Bible? You don't even know your Bible. You know what I mean? How many times you read the Bible? Do you even know what the Apocrypha is? You don't know what you're talking about. You know, I know what I'm talking about. That's why I speak with such conviction. I know how this evil this God is. This God got jealous because men were creating the Tower of Babel, and he said it himself: if they can do this and put their mind to this, then there's nothing that they can't do. So this God destroyed the languages that they had, because at one point the world had a universal language. This God destroyed it and made different languages and different cultures, so people can attack each other based on they can't even speak the same language, so they'll never build, and that created friction. So this God is the one that created all this turmoil in this world on purpose, because that's the demiurge from Gnosticism. The God of the Bible feeds on negative energetic manifestational frequencies, which is depression or stress, and it's any emotion that's negative. This God feeds on. That's why you keep having the negative events happen in your life. It's not an accident. It's not an accident that you're having these negative events. It's being done on purpose. It's being done on purpose. Everything you're going through right now, man, you're going through it because there's a being that's evil that's doing it on purpose. You don't have to believe me. Just look at your life. You're going to see the patterns. You don't call me a prophet. Like, damn, how did he know? I know because I know what the hell I'm talking about. You're going to have one good thing happen. You're going to get paid Friday and be broke by Monday. And then be like, well, at least I have a job. Yeah, at least you have a job. Then you're fired at the Xbox workers and you don't have nothing now. This world is designed to take away your happiness, point blank, period. It's not designed to make you happy. It's not designed to make you confident. It's not designed for anything that can put you in a position of happiness or put you in a position where you ain't got to worry about people's crap. The world is literally designed for you to be miserable. And it's sickening. It's absolutely sickening. Every time something good happens in your life, there's always some evil crap that comes up and follows it to make sure that you don't get too happy. Then you see people that don't go through none of that. Their entire life is a dream, is a fantasy. It's something that's like, damn, how does that person not go through anything? Meanwhile, we go through all the hell, we go through all the pain, we go through all the drama, right? You know? And I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of not having any type of but do you feel me? Am I just talking to myself, or do you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm tired of not having the power to live the life that I really want, you know? Like, do you understand what I'm saying? You know, whoever's listening, you know, if not somebody just that just want to argue just to be a contrarian, you know, there's people like that. They just want to disagree just to try to get attention or something. It's weird, but that's not for them. This is for people that get it. Have you noticed that everything that annoys you keeps happening? Have you noticed that? Nothing good ever happens. And if anything good ever happens in your life, you kind of can't really celebrate it because that means there's something bad going to happen. I've kind of picked up on this. Whenever something good happens to me, I kind of wait for the bad, and the bad always shows up. It's like there's a program. It's like the demiurge doesn't have to be there physically to attack you. He has a system set up. It's just like the government doesn't have to come to your house and bang on your door and say pay bills. It's a system that's set up. You don't pay the bills, you're on the streets. It's an automated system. The same with the demiurge. She has automated systems and implementations and integration in place, right? So the demiurge can just make a law or do some crap, and eventually you're gonna have to follow it. It's like being on a boat in the ocean. You can try to go, like, if your engine is broken, you can try to go any way, but the waves are going to carry you, right? Or even if your engine's not broken, the waves are pretty much going to, depending on how violent the waves are, they're going to carry you to any destination they want. And that's how this life feels like. It's like I don't feel in control. I don't feel any power. I don't feel powerful. I feel like I'm not in control of my own life. I feel like there's something else, and I think that's controlling my life. I think that's why they try to gaslight people saying, oh, it's your responsibility. And, if life is my responsibility, to make me a god, give me godlike powers. Let me never be able to die. Give me the ability to see the future. Give me the ability to fly, to teleport, to swim underwater, to fly to the moon, to fly in the sun. Give me power like that, then judge me. Don't sit there and limit me when I got to go through emotional struggles. I got demons that attach themselves to me. I got evil beings and things trying to harm me for no apparent reason, for their own twisted entertainment or whatever. Is weird. It's strange. Like, why is this happening to me for? What did I do? I didn't do shit to nobody. It's not because of what you did, it's what you are. These demons can look into you. They can hear your voice, hear what you're talking about. They get fascinated. Oh, he likes the fearer. I don't like the fearer. I like anybody who stands up for truth and when they see how the world is, So maybe I'm a black guy. Oh, he looks at the Führer. Oh, he raps. Oh, he talks, and oh my God, this guy got like. There's men out there that can see you do all this and become obsessed with you in a negative way, not a positive way, right? They see you rapping. They see your voice. Your voice is unique. Like they never ever encountered anybody like you ever. And it's funny how this world works because you can be somebody that's talented and gifted, and people that you know in real life won't pay you no attention. There's people that see you every day. Then there's people on the internet that get obsessed with you. They've never seen you in real. They've never been in the same room you've been, but they seem to pay you more attention than people in real life did. Like these people want to find out. They want to try to try to dig into your life and see this and do that. It's just weird. It's like I'm not a celebrity. What did I do to trigger you to try to do some investigations on me? What did you find out? What do you want to know? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want from me? Are you trying to Christina Grimmie me? If I ever do a show, you trying to show up and shoot me? That's what I'm getting at. If somebody's sitting there documenting your life who you don't even know, like these people are listening to your videos, watching your videos, spending hundreds of hours watching your videos to try to piece together where you live at. I did a live, right? And I asked somebody who I never even seen before. I'm just sitting there chilling, thinking people that mess with me. I'm like, who will watch somebody's live if you don't like them? And then somebody asked me, oh man, what's your living situation? I'm trying to send you some money. It's like, mother F, I don't even know who you are. That's so disingenuous. If you were trying to send me money, bro, I had people that would comment, hey bro, what's your cash app? I'll send you some bread. And within the hour, boom, they'll have bread into my account. Those are real people. But when somebody who you never seen their profile come into your live stream and they ask you, what's your living situation? Just so they can try to get you fucked over again. And they're listening to your content. Like, do you know how, like these people, I wish I could do curses on people. Do you know how sick that is? For somebody to see you down and out, you're just trying to struggle. These people are coming and attacking you, but they will never attack David Dobrik because they'll find that mother effer. You mess with David Dobrik and he'll have an investigated house and you be crying like a little punk. I can't stand these online trolls. They're so cowardly. They're so weak. They're so pathetic. The shit that they do, the shit they're involved with is something that I just don't get down with. I don't do no memes. I don't do no jokes. I'm not sitting there talking about to me, it's just like, that let me know everything about your life, that you's a bitch. That's what it tells me, honestly. Like you're not somebody that, you're somebody that you need to be prosecuted for what you did, but neither here or there, man. Like this life is going to offer countless battles and countless struggles and countless bullcrap you're going to go through, man. And it's going to be just just stupid, honestly. It's unfortunate that we don't get to live the lives that we truly wanted and have the life that we always dreamed of and be trapped in this despicable existence. But what can we do at this point, right? There's nothing really what we can do. There's always a cause and reaction. Let's say you live in a hostile environment. You're hungry, but if you eat, you're going to have to use the bathroom later. So if you eat, you're going to have to use the bathroom, but you can't really walk around the place like that. So what you going to do? You got to use the bathroom. But if you try to go use the bathroom, you can cause a fight just because of your presence. Have you ever been in a situation like that? Where you can't even use the bathroom when you want. You can't eat when you want. You can't do what you want. How do you fucking thrive and survive? I survived a lot of things mother effers would have ended their life for, but I survived it. I survived a lot of things in my life. I've been through a lot of battles in my life, and if anybody deserves to make it in music, it's me. That's why I appreciate all you guys who listen to me when I do my talks, when I do my speeches or presentations, however you want to look at it. I just hope you guys support me when it comes to music and when it comes to me writing books and when it comes to my other business adventures, because I eventually want to expand this. I eventually want to have all my things out there and hopefully people Can't support me. You know what I mean? Like, support the novels. The novel's gonna be good, trust me. Support the music. So just support me. You know what I've been through. You know the battles I faced. I mean, people know me through these videos. Like they know a little bit of my perceptions and how I see life. Like the demiurge and how I just see, the dating scene, which is cooked. How I see the younger generation who a lot of them fall for the lies and the deception, but some of them don't. I see the world a certain way because I see the world for exactly what it is. It's a hell realm. It's a battlefield. It's evil. It's wicked. It's sadistic. It's designed to torture you and torment you. It's not designed to profit you or benefit you in any substantial way. You know, and that's the world today. You're gonna have things. You're gonna have people stealing your Amazon packages. You're gonna have girls frowning at you. You're gonna go to the job and deal with like a lot of people who don't like you. It's just like this. I truly believe that there's people put in this world called Hylics and NPCs, and some of these people are designed to cause trouble. I really believe that. I believe some people, are just designed to cause other people problems and harm, and they were created for that. Whether they know it or not, they were created to be utilized as weapons from the demiurge, as agents from the demiurge, and they're carefully crafted and curated. They're carefully implemented and integrated, carefully and concisely and precisely to be in your life to cause you hell and strife. Like, have you ever had a bully in elementary school or high school or middle school, right? I used to have a bully when I was younger, in elementary school. And I remember when I left elementary school, I didn't see him until after I graduated high school, when I was going to Red Robin's with my Asian homies. I was going with my Asian homies. And we were going to Red Robin for dinner or whatever. Like earlier that day, we had pho, we had boba, and then we was going, or pho, what do you call, how you say it, pho or pho? I'm talking about that soup with the meatballs in it in the soup. And then we had the boba, we had that yeah, the boba's like that yogurt drink with the little balls in it. That shit's fire. I fuck with boba. Shout out to the Asian homies, man. I love Asian people. You know what I mean? Hell, I'm half Asian. Like my I don't know if you guys even know this though. I think I showed the picture on my old channel, did I? But my great grandmother is actually Japanese. In case people didn't know that, there's a little trivia for you. But if I find a picture, I'll show you. But I mean, because it doesn't matter now. But my great grandmother is actually Japanese. Like I'm talking about like white skinned Japanese, like bad Japanese. And if you look at me, you think I'm just some of my skin color configuration. But even on my dad's side, my grandfather, he passed away now. In 2016, he passed away, unfortunately. And my grandfather on my dad's side, his dad is actually 100% Irish, an Irishman. So my great grandfather's an Irishman, and on my other side, my great grandmother is actually Japanese. That's something that you wouldn't even tell if you looked at me. You looked at me, you're just a black person. It's like, no, on a genetic level, I'm mixed with Irish and Japanese and some other things, right? But you would never know that. The human diversity and the human genetic system is so complex, but we're taught to look on the outside. We're taught that like humans are 99.9% identical. It's why people of different races can mate and make babies. If we weren't the same species, we wouldn't be able to procreate. So that right there dissipates racist notions. Now, I'm not gonna get too deep in it, but just know there's an archon called Saturn. And Saturn's job is to make men fight amongst each other and combat each other and go against each other and target each other, and yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. Like this life is always going to make sure that you go through hell. It's always going to make sure that something bad happens to you. That's just the way this world works, and that's just the way this life is. There's